Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sailor Moon Another Story Let's Play, and we're still getting lost in the Tower of Time. No, I'm kidding. I looked it up between parts, as I said. One step down, one step left, boom.
Why are you here?
I don't know why, but these traveling merchants show up in the oddest places. Like, there's one on the Black Moon UFO later. Why?
Get a dick's lunch.
A dick's lunch, oh my goodness.
But it's a good thing he's here because I've got 300,000 yen, and I realize that I'm doing no one any good by just hoarding it. So I buy, like, just a bunch of everything good. You can buy cologne and toilets here.
We need lots of toilets.
The toilets are full heals for the entire party, so yeah, it's good to keep a bunch of those on hand. And cologne heals all the,
EP.
all the TP for the entire party.
Herbal pack.
No perfume.
I still have over 100,000 yen left. Clearly, I have better money management skills than Usagi. And of course, I entered the goddamn fusion menu again, because for some reason that has its own button. Alright, so... Oop, yeah.
Teleportation, yeah.
Okay, keep in mind that this dungeon requires you to step on a space that you can't see in order to advance to the next room. So, of course, they scatter a bunch of treasure chests around so that you have to walk around at random. Obviously, you want to get all the treasure chests before you progress. See, I just got a deluxe plate. That's another collector's item that I can sell. Fortunately, I did manage to get all the treasure chests before progressing through this dungeon.
There we go.
But that was where the space was, so I could have stepped on that at any time.
And now we're back at school.
Yay. Oh no. Where do I go? Ah,
There you go. It's like trying to hunt for a Phoebus in Pokemon.
Hey, perfume.
They pull a dirty trick in this room, which is probably why this room has the save point in it. But
Is there a spot that sends you all the way back?
No. What there is a treasure chest.
Mimic?
Crystal
No.
burger.
Crystal Burger. Wait, what? The Crystal Burger is...
Sea Burger.
Future fast food. Oh, excellent. Yeah, as in a burger from Crystal Tokyo. Okay. So, like, there's a treasure chest. And another treasure chest.
Oh.
Damn it. So, of course, I reloaded my save, picked up all the treasure, and then walked around the treasure, the teleport point. It's just, you know, that's kind of cruel.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
for sure. Boo!
Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother. I seem to be stuck to this tree. Rabbit's just underneath trying to push him out. By the way, by the time this goes up, Pooh will be in the public domain, so nothing can stop you from doing your Winnie the Pooh and Dracula crossover novel.
What?
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh will be public domain in 2022, so
Wow.
you can write a book about Winnie the Pooh meets Dracula, and no one can stop you.
Throw in Sherlock Holmes and frickin' Arsène Lupin while you're at it.
Sure, why not?
It'll be the new League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
The League of Public Domain, yes.
Okay, so this would have been a more like visually interesting boss fight if we got to see like Sailor
If the
Pluto.
tree wasn't all the way over there.
If the tree wasn't all the way there, if we got to see Sailor Pluto attached to it while we were fighting, like, you know, similar bosses in other games have done. But no, it's just a big old lump of tree-colored nothing. Of course, since I don't have to worry about damaging the hostage in this version of the plant captures a party member battle, I'm gonna like just kill it with fire.
Go ham.
Yes. Just fire all over the place.
Ouch.
Not much to say about this boss fight, to be honest. I don't remember anything particularly memorable.
It seems like
happening.
you're just whacking it till it dies.
Yeah, pretty much. The difficulty really spikes with, I would say it starts to go up during the Black Moon UFO. But those boss fights were still manageable for me because I took the main 5 with me. And they were all, like, pretty high leveled at that point. And they got even more high leveled as they chewed through the boss fights there. It was when I switched to the Outer Senshi, who were under-leveled compared to the others, because they weren't along for that quest, that things became a problem. I switched to the Outer Senshi thinking, I'll fight some random battles on the way to the next boss and get these characters' levels up to match the others. That turned out to be a mistake because there were no random battles worth a damn between then and the next boss. Because I was just going through territory that I had already been through as Sailor Venus, and all the random battles were for low-level Sailor Venus.
The Leaning Tower of Pisa.
We couldn't animate it actually, like,
Moving.
falling, so we tilted the sprite to the side a
Make
little
it
bit
vibrate.
with Magic SNES to make it shake and be diagonal for a little bit.
All right, so this is a discussion to have. Is Pluto a planet or not?
Well,
And if not, do we kick her out?
she was considered a planet back then, but now,
Yeah, but she's not anymore. So get out.
yeah, she's like, what's the technical term for what Pluto is now? Hang on, let me look this up. Pluto.
I think
Wikipedia.
it's less technically like a technical term. It's more that there's reason to believe it's not from our solar system initially.
Pluto, minor planet designation 134340 Pluto, is a dwarf
A
planet
dwarf planet, yeah.
in the Kuiper Belt, a ring of bodies beyond the orbit of Neptune. It was the first and largest Kuiper Belt object to be discovered. After Pluto was discovered in 1930, it was declared to be the 9th planet from the Sun. Beginning in the 1990s, its status as a planet was questioned, following the discovery of several objects of similar size in the Kuiper Belt and the scattered disk, including the dwarf planet Eris. This led the International Astronomical Union in 2006 to formally define the term planet, excluding Pluto and reclassifying it as a dwarf planet. So basically, it's not a planet anymore, because if it were a planet, we'd have to say that we have a bunch of other planets in the same
Area.
belt. Yeah.
By Pluto, they kick her out. She's just standing outside.
But ironically that fits, because she's only a planet in the distant past, which makes Pluto the perfect planet for time
That
travel.
makes sense, yeah.
But basically, Pluto being not a planet anymore was just a reclassification issue, because they hadn't defined the term planet specifically enough at the time.
Yeah.
I like how Pluto, the guardian of time, just stands there silently while the other Sailor Scouts are contemplating changing history. Like, shouldn't she be stopping this? But she just lets them work through it. I guess she trusts them enough.
It was me, Barry. Me.
It is interesting that Venus is the one who brings up the possibility of possibly changing the past, though. Because I think Venus is the one with the most memories of the past out of the main 5.
Mhm.
I don't know much info about the moon. We've been there.
I bet I could find something at the bookstore.
Ami has the power of the internet.
It's 1995.
Still, the internet still existed.
Yeah, but it didn't have nearly that much stuff on it.
Probably more than your average bookstore.
I'm not actually sure about that.
I mean, considering it probably was more BBS, which is still university level stuff, it probably would.
I mean, like, they would have still been at that point in the process of, like, transferring information into the internet databases, So, like, if
depends on what you're asking, because you're technically looking for, because again, BBS systems.
Yeah, like, my point is that, like, at that point, if you were going to do serious research, you probably would have been better off at the public library. But like,
I mean, also to be fair, the public library is probably one of the first places you would have access to the internet.
yeah, true.
Mind you, it would probably be like one computer at the time, but still counts.
One computer that takes forever to actually connect.
Yeah.
You'd be better off just searching for books.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm just going to take a quick trip over to the collector store to sell the items that I picked up while I was fumbling around the Tower of Space and Time. I was a bit disappointed to learn that, like, the items that I picked up were nothing special now. Because, like, yeah, they're items that you collect and sell to the collector's shop, but the deluxe plate is only worth $98. $98.
I mean, that's still expensive for a plate.
The playing cards are only worth
It's a
$35.
it's a holographic Nido Queen. It's only worth this much.
$35? Ah, it's just a structure deck, isn't it? Damn.
Yeah. Another imposter oak, damn it.
Now, at this point, I realized that I have no idea where the bookstore is.
To be fair, Usagi probably doesn't know where the bookstore is.
No, she reads manga.
Yeah, but you can get that from like a convenience store rack.
Well, not if you're dedicated and want to follow the series. Then you go to the bookstore. Come
Well,
on.
no, because you still read magazines back then.
Well, yeah,
Like
but
Shonen
like,
Jump and stuff. So
if you want the volumes and you want to follow like the entire series, you'd have to go to the bookstore.
sure.
Also, that is like legitimately the only store in this game that sells manga as an item, which restores your TP for some reason.
Do you have to get different manga for every Sailor Scout based on their taste?
I don't know.
No
Okay.
bookstore.
So I'm like, okay, well, there's the radio. Pretty sure that was in an isolated location in the anime. but
Elegant
okay.
shop.
There's the makeup store, the jewelry store, the clock shop, the arcade.
Alarm clerks.
And I'm just like, "Ugh, where is the bookstore? There's the OCP.
Oh, stuff.
So I'm like, where's the bookstore? Where's the bookstore? Do you have any hints about where the bookstore is? No, just try tutorials about stocking up on things. There's the clock shop.
There's the conveni.
Books.
I didn't even see it down
Hi,
there while
Mel.
reading this dialogue because Melvin's dialogue ended up blocking. But yeah, the bookstore is just this kind of like store that blends in with the rest of the stores, and the only distinction is that it has the word books on it. So it takes me a bit of a while to work my way back around to it. Damn it.
He's one aisle over. It's not hard.
Okay, I'm going to the North Pole. I'm going to need some repels. The best brand of repels that you have in this shop, please. Money is no object. I can't wait until we get to the North Pole. Said no one ever.
Santa.
Yeah.
Or Superman, depending on your preference.
Superman is closer? Question mark.
Roughly the same area.
No, I mean like closer to what you actually find there, because the North Pole in the past turns out to be Prince Endymion's palace. So, you know.
Mhm.
Also, that's where Sage Barrow lives. That's gonna be fun.
This isn't the bookstore.
This place hasn't even updated its NPC dialogue. Great.
They've just been standing here for days doing the same thing over and over.
Okay, so like,
Bye, people.
I can understand the nobodies in the in the jewelry shop and the clock shop never changing their dialogue. But like, poor Motoki. He doesn't get any new dialogue at all.
Oh, alarm clock.
I'll take 10.
Ooh.
But we already have so many.
You can never have too many alarm clocks, especially when you're as late to school as often as Usagi does. I like to imagine canonically that she actually does buy 10 alarm clocks at a time, because she's that anime character who wakes up to her alarm clock and immediately swings her fist onto it and breaks it.
Snooze.
Video game, all HP, an action game.
Just video game.
We need video game.
There's no distinction as to what video game it is. It is just video game.
I like how it's a full heal item for some reason.
Hold on, Moss. We need to sit and play Super Mario Brothers for a little bit.
I think video games are one of the items that can only be used outside of battle, though. So that's a thing.
Good old vending machine.
Exciting. I was just looking at that.
Now that I have her, all that's left is Sailor Mercury's doll. Oh my.
Exciting.
We have ourselves a collector. Also, who makes the money off of the Sailor merch in this universe? Because I'm not seeing a frickin' penny of it. Or maybe that's what the money that comes from battles is. It's not the enemies dropping it, it's our royalties coming in.
I mean, I guess we could ask Peter B how that works.
It's like Motoki is secretly our YouTube manager, and he phones in at the end of every battle. Hey, some of your revenue came in. I wonder why we get one every 5 minutes instead of every month like everybody else. But this is a little too wooden and library-like for a bookstore. Like, bookshelves in a bookstore would be filled to the floor, you know? On that note, I really should hit Barnes & Noble one of these days again. Last time I was there...
Are they still doing the hardcover sale?
Hardcover sale?
Last few days, I think for the holidays, they were doing a 50% off all hardcovers, no matter what.
Oh, I don't know.
And I don't know if that's still going on. Obviously, it's not at the time this goes up, but...
That would have been nice to know. Oh, well. I'm really only going there to see if they have any more of those of their little exclusive collector's hardcovers that they do sometimes. Like, I have a Jurassic Park Lost World single volume that's Barnes & Noble exclusive, and a Star Wars trilogy hardcover, which they had two versions of, a Darth Vader and a Princess Leia version. Or no, I think it was a Darth Vader and a light side and a dark side version, basically.
That's cool.
But there are these nice, collector's designer hardcovers that aren't quite like leather hardcovers, but they're designed to look pretty close, so they're fancy looking on a bookshelf. The old Star Wars novels are worth a read because, boy, are they out of touch with what Star Wars would later become. Like, the first Star Wars novel actually came out before A New Hope, the movie, and has some outdated but interesting ideas of what Palpatine was conceptualized as before he became the Emperor. Like, the Emperor originally wasn't some Dark Lord Sith. He was a political puppet. Like, social commentary on what was going on in America at the time. But, like, the Empire itself was ruled by the military, and the only Dark Lord there was Darth Vader. The Emperor wasn't conceptualized until later, apparently.
And somehow Palpatine is returned regardless. Alright, back to the shrine, I take it?
Yep. We got the book, so we're just running back to the shrine. Bit of a busy work.
Usagi, it took so long the dialogue finally went through. Damn it.
Oops. Ran face first into the offertory box. Again. I'm always doing that. Okay, so, cutscene time. Just reassume your position in the circle. Aw, damn it, everyone moved around while I was gone.
Feng Shui's all messed up.
Why am I supposed to stand now? She just takes the book and makes some calculations with her computer. That's not how research works, Ami.
Beep, beep.
Beep, 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 heart.
It's in Harumi. I passed through Harumi on my way to the bookstore. Come on. We could have just gone straight there. The entire reason that this is a thing is because apparently the castle on the moon was within this spot on Earth, which shouldn't make sense because the moon orbits the Earth, but whatever. Also, the name of the place is a pun. Oh, okay.
Because Japan and everything is puns.
It's a funny place.
Yes.
Usagi just doesn't get it, and they just brush past her. Of course.
It's like a ghost town. Well, you are in the warehouses. There's usually not a lot of people there.
Well, there's apparently there's usually like a public show going on here where actors play the parts of the Sailor Scouts. I assume this is something that happened in the anime. So, yeah. Aw, we missed the Kamen Yaiba show. I need to watch Detective Conan again one of these days.
All 1,000 plus episodes.
I say that to myself every other Tuesday. Then I remember that watching it all would be 1,000 plus episodes, and I'm like, no thanks. But at least Detective Conan got its Phantom Thief adaptation. Oh boy.
Oh no, it's 1995. It's Independence Day.
This isn't the White House. You're on the wrong side of the planet.
Go to the other side. Bill Pullman has to, lead a rousing charge against you.
Are we doing this with all 10 Sailor Scouts? I guess we're doing this with all 10 Sailor Scouts. Okay.
Pluto, you need to change your catchphrase. It's a Pluto dwarf planet power now.
Well, that was a weak transformation sequence, guys. Let's try that a little bit. Let's try that again, but with feeling this time. A little bit more cheesecake. They like the cheesecake. No, that's the CGI version. No.
Two teams of 5 again. Let's do it.
I'm really not sure what they were thinking for the first 2 seasons of Crystal with the weird CGI transformation sequences, but boy, am I glad they fixed it for season 3. Anyway, all 5 Sailor Scouts together again. At last, for the first time since the beginning of this game.
We must go now. Our planet needs us.
I like how they literally use the Sailor Teleport to get onto the UFO, and then at the end of the sequence, Usagi's like, but how are we supposed to get back to the ground?
Teleportation, yeah. Scooby-Doo.
I'm not exactly sure what the limitations of the Sailor Teleport ability are.
I would assume the same limitations as Mega Man, so we can't just go right to the boss room.
Aw. That's sad.
Bummer.
But in any case, there's 5 consecutive boss fights in this goddamn UFO, so we're going to be dealing with that next part. See you all then.